Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. I hope wherever you are, the weather is better than it is here today. It is absolutely pouring down. I'm in the wash bay at Barrow Motors and I am staring down the barrel of today's subject of the video, which, I have to be honest, I'm not feeling particularly enthusiastic about doing this video, but I owe it to my 10 new subscribers. Shout out to you guys, thank you. If you're here and you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do. I can only get better, right? Anyway, I think we ought to pull this car in here in the wash bay where it is slightly dry and I can put some lights on, and let's have a look at what we got. One key and this other key, which may be for a tow bar or the central locking work. Oh, actually it made noises. The lights don't flash. That's a bonus. Let's get it in here. Unfortunately, this is where my microphone died, so I've got no sound of this part whatsoever. I will do my best to try and remember, and I think my hand's on standby to wave around a lot of the time, which is strange. So it is, there it is, 2003 Mondeo LX. It's a 2-litre petrol, obviously highly desirable, racing pedigree, which is why I think this one's in a kind of racing green, forest green. I think there must be a dent there, but we can't really see it on camera, but being low level, it's not the end of the world anyway. You know, anything below that sort of door line is normally okay. Tow bar, it's always what you want to see on a petrol saloon car. Always just makes you think that they're probably going to be wanting to overheat. Nice bit of moss too, look at that. It's not seen a jet wash in years. A bit of a scuff on the back bumper there, but you can see that we've got 4 matching wheel hubs, that's a bonus. Passenger doors had a bit of a bosh. They've obviously driven into something along there, knocked a bit of the paint off. It's quite a sort of deep scratch actually, so that would need filling. And rust on the back door, standard Ford. Going to the front, we've also got a dent in the front. Ding in the front wing there. It's amazing they didn't do the headlight. Obviously bumped that off or something. It's about the same height as the one on the door-ish. Maybe not-ish, I don't know. And the passenger wing mirror is completely missing. So, I wonder what's happened there. I think my hand seems to think they've all happened at the same time. Interior-wise, it's absolutely filthy in here. There's just mud everywhere. This is the sort of car I expect to be a sort of tip-run type car, so it's to be expected, I suppose. But, oh yeah, and the towing eye in the door pocket, just ready on standby, is always good to see, along with the Conquer collection, of course. Test the windows, which aren't going to work because the ignition isn't on. I should know better. We've got CD, radio. I think it's got air conditioning. It's got heated front screen. It's got this clock in the middle, which I assume is made by Breitling or Tag Heuer or something. Got to check the cup holders because I love tech holder technology. That's quite a nice one. Clever that. And another filthy cup holder, and look at the state of that seat. What has happened there? In the back it's pretty much the same story. They have got some rubber mats, but they've done absolutely zero to help the carpets there, so they were a worthwhile purchase. And yeah, no headrests in the back, so if you do have passengers in the back, don't have an accident. Otherwise, never mind whiplash, their head is probably just coming clean off. Boot is actually really clean. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like they've been putting tons of stuff in there. It's like the cleanest part of the car. I think I was just checking for some water in there because that wheel looks a bit rusty, but it looks okay. And a questionable rag. So maybe there was some water in there. Maybe something else has happened. The less said, the better, probably. Pop the bonnet. Of course, we've got one of those Ford keys where you've got to turn it one way and turn it the other. Genuine surprise here, because this may be one of the cleanest engine bays I've ever seen. That just doesn't tie up with the rest of the car. This is absolutely immaculate. The coolant is super fresh and clean and got a real nice colour to it. That's all looking good. It just doesn't tie up with the interior of the car, but we'll check the oil as well. And that's looking good. No gunky milkiness there or anything. I think I sort of dabbed this on my finger and you can see it's still got a nice colour to it, so it's not been in the car very long. If it had been, it would all be black, so that must be pretty fresh. Right, let's see what the score is. Oh, that's upsetting. Fuel light's on, which means I've actually got to pay money out of my own pocket to put fuel in here. It looks like we need a radio code. I've got a feeling I've got an app for this model of radio, Ford radio code app or something. Something. I remember looking at. Oh, lovely! I remember looking here before, and this looks quite promising, doesn't it? For service history, but no, it's just the owner's manual, and it doesn't have any service history whatsoever. This car came with one key, one V5, which is a bonus, and that's it. But as I say, it looks like it's been recently serviced. Someone's been looking after it, but they haven't kept a record of it. Pretty standard, I suppose. I've got to say, it's quite a weird feeling going from looking at your right hand mirror to absolutely nothing. This is the part where you've seen the car, pause the video, put in the comments, guess the mileage, because it's coming up next. And the mileage is 130,381. Not horrendous, to be fair. And she seems to be running pretty sweet. I mean, listen to the raw power. So let's, I'm going to film this section, which may be completely useless because this may not work, but app, or will that focus? I think the app is called Ford Radio Code, and it is not currently on my phone. I'm going to have to download it again. Oh, does it give us the option of letters? M070200. My radio code is 7728 apparently, so press the 1 until we get to 7. Press the 2. No, is that not? Oh god. Oh, yeah. Press the 2 until we get to 7. Bear with me, viewers, I'm very old. Okay, then it should be a case of pressing 5. No, that wasn't right. We don't need a radio, that's fine. Okay, fuel acquired. Put £10 worth of petrol in here, premium, of course. Which got us 6 litres. The fuel light is still on, but luckily for me, we are not going very far tonight. I'm doing about a 6-mile round trip to go and check on the girlfriend's horses. So good enough to give us a road test of this car. Not so far that I am particularly concerned I'm going to use my 6 litres worth of petrol. Instant observations are that the wipers are horrendous. They are basically drawing lines across where I would like my vision of the road to be. I haven't missed the passenger side wing mirror whatsoever, so no need to replace that. If you have one smashed off, I honestly don't think you need it. There is a bit of a weird noise coming from it. I thought the fans were on, like the interior cabin fans. Well, that's them on, and then turned off completely. And I noticed, does it go? Yeah. It's only making this noise while the clutch is engaged. So put your foot on the clutch, disengage it, and this noise is going. So I actually have no idea what that is. If anyone knows, if it's a common Mondeo thing, I don't know if you can hear, so no noise. But it's coming from the dashboard, it's not coming from the gearbox, otherwise I think the gearbox was going. It's just coming from the dash, it just sounds like one of the fans is on constantly, but we know they're not. Going through and testing all the gears, I think there is actually a bit of gearbox noise, but it's still not the same noise that I'm hearing from the driver's side air vent, so mystery noise. I mean, it's not an offensive, completely irritating noise, it's just making me wonder what it is. On the plus side, everything seems to work. There's no particularly weird noises. No more than you'd expect from a 2003 Mondeo on 130,000 miles. All the windows work. to be honest, for 150 quid, with this guy part exchanging this car because he was expecting it to die and he wanted to buy a car from us that came with 12 months MOT and 3 months warranty, etc. I was expecting it to make horrible noises when I steered, broken springs and blown shock absorbers making it wobble around all over the place, but actually it's just typical Mondeo. It's very easy to drive, it's very slow, but it's doing the job. It has a very obnoxious seatbelt warning sound, which goes off if you move the seatbelt, does it? Or it must be a speed related. Pick a bit of speed up. No, it's just given up, it doesn't care about me anymore. Okay, I do want to make this quick, because I am tired today, so let's just check. 1, 2, 3 horses, yeah, they're all there. Well, the handbrake works, and off we go. Don't tell my other half. Now this is where I've got the dilemma, because I've only paid £150 for this car. I know it's got good tyres, and I wanted to drive it and see, you know, if it was obviously absolutely knackered or if it was okay. Well, it seems to drive reasonably okay, so I feel like I've got two options. I either try and take the tyres off, or leave them on there and scrap it for probably what I've paid, or maybe a 50 quid profit, or do I try and fix it up? Put an MOT on it, this is its last day of MOT, and try and get a bit more money for it. Well, if I look on Auto Trader, I can only find 2 of these, and they're both on this sort of mileage for around £1,500. Well, they're quite straight and they haven't got the scratches and whatever, so which is things I'm unlikely to fix. So I think this, with a new wing mirror and a fresh MOT, a fresh service, so that we can say that we've done it and we know it has, is a 995 car. So we're talking a potential of £840 profit, £150 for the car. I've spent £10 on fuel. It's going to cost me £40 for an MOT. So really, it's a potential of £800 profit. Not forgetting that as a registered car trader, any profit I do make, I am going to pay VAT on as well. So it's about 16–17% of that is also going to come off. It all depends. Do I get this in the workshop, get someone, one of the lads, Stefan or Ryan, to check it over and see if it's worth sending to an MOT, or do I just send it off? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it in the workshop and I'm going to get one of the lads to check it over. If this doesn't need too much mechanical work, I'm going to get Romas to clean it up, and we'll see if we can't turn a profit out of it, and we'll film the lot. So if you made it this far, please like, comment and subscribe, most importantly, because this crappy old Mondeo's journey has only just begun. I'll see you in the next video, guys.